Hello, welcome back to another Bourbon Santa video. Today is round one of my 2022 Infinity Championship, all samples of you guys' Infinity bottles that you sent to me, and I'm gonna blow these things out head to head. So, this is round one. We're gonna do one whole side of the bracket today, and then we'll do the other whole side of the bracket next week. And then we'll do a championship shootout round that I'm going to do live on YouTube. So, in this side of the bracket, we have Dustin Hendricks, Wes Morgan, Barry Novak, Matt Maher, David McAllister, Daniel Harris, Austin Pollock, and Jeremiah Hickman, all going against each other. So, we're going to set these four aside, and we're going to focus on these guys. Dustin Hendricks, Wes Morgan, Barry Novak, and Matt Maher. Now, a couple of them sent things to say about their blends. So this is Wes Morgan, and he said this is a blend of 99% bourbon, maybe an ounce or two of whiskey, proofed out right about 100 proof. A lot of wheated bourbons. It's been aging and mixing since 2019. This batch has. It's 50 plus bourbons and whiskeys, everything from bottom shelf to limited releases. And Matt Maher said his is around 30 bourbons from 2017 to now. And Dustin told me that his is just a little something he's been working on for a little while. So we'll see what he's got in store. So let's do this. Let's nose through these four. Then we'll taste through these four and pick the two that advance from this round. Dustin Hendricks first. Oh, that smells great. It's actually really cohesive for an Infinity. It's like one thing. Very sweet, very candied, very cherried, very vanillaed. Hint of that rye, and nicely oaked. It doesn't, on the nose, seem to be fighting with itself at all. Wes Morgan. This has got a little more heftiness to it. Dustin's was a little light and refreshing. And this has got a little bit of funk and a little bit of more like candied dates. And more citrus. Barry Novak. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. You guys, these are nice. This one's got a hint of circus peanut. Again, really nice citrus. Some butterscotch. Matt Maher. Oh, this is, oh. Interesting. What is that? This has got like it's got a really nice citrus, but it's like more than just citrus. It's almost jammy, almost like a marmalade. But there's also a prickly green, something happened in there. And it's got a really nice oak aspect, and the oak is a hint nutty, like almost almond. Okay, you guys are going to make this difficult, I can tell now. So, these two are against each other, these two are against each other to see who advances. So, we're going to A-B Dustin and Wes Morgan and see who wins. Okay, I'm going to taste Dustin's. It's got a nice spice level, and it's not quite, man, that nose is nice. Let's taste Wes. Wes, Wes, Wes's, Wes's, Wes's Infinity Bottle has a bit of an herbal, flowery, vegetal note. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some Russell's Reserve in here. Dustin's isn't herbal or herbaceous in any way. It's just rich fruits and darker caramels and brown sugars and that. Okay, all right. I figured out my winner there. Let's do the next set and then I'll announce the winners from this bracket. Okay, Barry Novak. That Barry's has got some funk that I kind of find on some Pinhook stuff. It's almost E.H. Taylor funky, but it's got a different aspect on it. And it's a funk that I find on several different bourbons. Matt Maher. Now this one almost smells like this could have some Irish in it. I wouldn't be shocked. Rich, dark, datey, nice vanilla, nice cherry, spice, and the spice shows up again in the chest after you swallow. Okay, I've picked my two winners from this set, and they are Dustin Hendrick and Matt Maher. So those two advance and compete against each other in the next round. So that's the winners from that set, Dustin and Matt. I'm gonna do this so I don't forget, because I'm drinking here. I am drinking, so I might get a little confused later. Okay, second set. Let's see here. Okay, so we have David McAllister, Daniel Harris, Austin Pollock, and Jeremiah Hickman. I have notes from Jeremiah and Austin, so I'll save those for when they go head-to-head and read them. So let's nose through these four. Oh, David. That is a beautiful nose. He calls this Average Joe's Infinity. The nose is gorgeous on this. What the hell? It's kind of flowery. It's almost perfumey. It's not vegetal. It's not herbal. It's like the flower petals themselves. And honey and sugar, like powdered sugar. And then I'm getting like a mixed fruit behind that. All right, Daniel Harris. This is dark, like dark oak, dark cherry, dark brown sugar, caramel. Whew, those can't be any more different. Austin Pollock. Oh, I like this too. Dang. Okay, so let me read what Austin said. Here's a sample of my Infinity bottle. It's a blend of various neck pours from bourbons, whiskeys, and ryes over the past 3 years. Some finished in other casks, some as common as Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare, to the more allocated such as Michter's 10-year. Awesome. It smells wonderful. And I can kind of pick up on some of the finished whiskeys that are in here. It's very fruity, very nice, very pretty. All right, Jeremiah. Oh, this one smells great too. Dang. Here's my entry for the Infinity Championship. The bottle labeled bourbon is my entry sample. I started my Bourbon Infinity bottle in late 2019 or early 2020. I've always been pretty happy with the way it drinks. I only track additions to the bourbon bottle, so no idea what the proof is sitting at, but I'd guess 110-ish. Nothing too crazy in the bottle, no BTAC or Pappies, but definitely some great bourbons over the last couple years. Hopefully it drinks great when you get a sample. I haven't tried this iteration yet. So I pulled a 2-ounce bottle for me to drink while I watch your video. I hope you're drinking. And then he talks about the other stuff he sent me. Okay, Jeremiah Hickman. That smells great too. Okay, so let's do this. Let's jump back here. Daniel Harris and David McAllister, head to head. David's. Nice strong rye influence. It is a bit herbal on the palate. It goes with that rye herbality, herbaceousness. The finish kind of dies out pretty quick on this one. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not some Russells in here as well, because I'm getting some of that Russells. It's hard to describe, but it's like a floral note that I get on Russell's stuff. All right, Daniel. Oh, that's got an interesting mid-palate zing from the rye. The finish lasts a little longer on this, and it goes into like sweet butterscotch and a little bit of oak. A little bit of oakiness on the front of the tongue, some nice rye prickles, very cohesive. I'm really impressed with you guys so far. You guys have done great. I've had some Infinity bottles turn out awful by making bad choices. But then, I've had some that turned out really great too, but man, you guys have done a great job so far. These don't really drink like Infinities. These could be real whiskeys, like off the shelf. I'm shocked. You guys did a great job. All right, Austin Pollock. What did he say? Whiskeys and bourbons, whiskeys and ryes. Man, that is weird. This is a weird one. There's a rye in here that is really different. Like something that stands out that's giving me this really weird rye note. And it's kind of hard to describe because it's not like specifically a flavor. It's like just like something weird about it. It's like oaky butterscotch, but with these rye prickles as like a halo around that flavor, just like encompassing it. And then it's got this weird zing. It's very strange. And this one has a really nice long finish. That one's pretty impressive. All right, Jeremiah Hickman. Now this is buttery rich. Toffee, sweet cream, cherries. Butterscotch, but like really dark butterscotch. Maybe even a hint of molasses or maple syrup. Oh, that's just pretty. That's just beautiful. Doesn't throw you around. It's like home run straight over home plate. And you just out of the park. Going back to the nose, the rye is more apparent. And there's all this sweet, delicious caramel corn mixed with dark fruits. Okay, winners from this round are Daniel Harris and Jeremiah Hickman. Boom. So from this whole side of the bracket, the four that are advancing are Dustin Hendricks, Matt Maher, Daniel Harris, and Jeremiah Hickman. Congratulations, guys. You're one round closer to being the 2022 champion. And what does the champion get? What does the champion get? Fabulous cash and prizes. The grand champion, who is the only winner. There's no prizes for runners-up. Second place, first loser, as everyone knows. The winner will get a trophy, a custom trophy with their name on it, and that they are the 2022 Infinity Barrel Bottle, whatever, grand champion. And there will be some other prizes. You'll see. It's going to be fun. So, those four will advance to the next round, and they will be in the live episode, the live finale, grand championship round, and we'll narrow it down to a winner. And so that's it for round one. Thank you for participating. Thank you for sending me these samples. Really, actually, you guys made it a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I really thought that out of this first 8, I would have 1 or 2 that were good and the rest that were just a mess, just really hard to drink. And that is not what happened. You guys made this a fight. So I'm super impressed by you guys' Infinity bottles. This is really cool, and I hope to do this again next year and maybe even make it bigger. But whatever, we'll go from here and see how it works. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, have a great day.